Andrey Belousov, a 65-year-old economist, will become Russia's new defense minister. Nominated by Putin, Belousov has spent most of his life in government service. In 2012 to 2013, he was Russia's Minister of Economic Development, Putin's aide, and since 2020 he has been First Deputy Prime Minister. Belousov had nothing to do with the army and defense industry.
In that context, Belousov's nomination signaled a desire by Putin to impose tight control over the country's soaring military budget and to ensure that the huge expenditures result in much-needed weapons, ammunition and other materials reaching the front lines in Ukraine by curbing graft that had not been tolerated in the ministry's top brass. From the Washington Post. We have followed the same path of the Soviet Union, and a civilian who understands economics well is appointed to run the Ministry of Defense. This means that the situation with military production, with the manufacture of military equipment, without which the Russian army cannot fight, is apparently very bad. And he has been thrown in to solve the problem, to increase weapons production as quickly as possible. There is nothing else he can do. As you realize, he has simply zero strategic knowledge of how to run military campaigns.
The replacement of the Russian defense minister indicates that the Kremlin is preparing for a protracted war with Ukraine, analysts have said. The Institute for the Study of War believes that Belousov has been prepared for his new position. Earlier, he presented a draft state order for nearly 4.5 billion rubles for the production of drones until 2030. According to experts, Belousov should finally turn the Russian economy into a war state. Putin needs a man who will tightly control the gigantic spending on the military-industrial complex.
This is money that is being taken out of the Russian budget at a time when externally the Russian economy looks good. But experts say that the amount of difficult, rough edges are increasing. Gradually, there will be more and more problems for the Russian economy. So now, really, if Putin wants to continue the invasion, if he wants to continue boosting its military production, he needs at least some order in the military department.
Shoigu's retirement was preceded by a corruption scandal in the defense ministry. His deputy, Timur Ivanov, was arrested for bribes. However, Putin did not retire his long-term associate. Shoigu was appointed Secretary of the Security Council to replace Nikolai Patrushev.
Where will Patrushev now go is a big question. His resignation may indicate a major reshuffle within the Kremlin's political elites and a serious weakening of the Patrushev clan itself, because there is currently no place where he could have been appointed. At the same time, all the ministerial positions in Putin's new government are already known. Of course, a new position could have been created for Patrushev personally, but a new position is always an additional burden.
The Accounts Chamber will also have a new head. Putin proposed to appoint to this position Boris Kovalchuk, the son of his longtime friend. According to an investigation by the project media, Yuri Kovalchuk is Putin's personal advisor. The elder Kovalchuk is a founder of the Russia Bank and controls a media empire that includes the largest state-owned TV channels. Reported by Serhiy Kulias, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.